Started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
He might want another play. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They check.
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. Open space at the 25. He He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To throw, it's Knight. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They look at him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Fagnano. That's caught, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
calls his own number. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Dillon. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Knight. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a move. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Back's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, second and long coming up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in on the right. And the big game, they've got it on the 46. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to bring this one out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He fires one deep down the right side. Turning it on! Touchdown, Bulldog! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. He'll set up to throw. Moving out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window and ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulling it in with one hand. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is a drive and a score score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Knight. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw it. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3. Mississippi State going up tempo.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense brings
it down on the right side.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Knight.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Dillon. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. The toss to the right. Creates a little room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
From the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Takes a handoff. It's James. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. You know, what were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
At the 35, he's as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pressure coming. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's third down. Touchdown, Mississippi State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Caught in the backfield. It's James. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Plows through the defense. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Terrapins are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Pavia. He hurls one deep down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. On a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dances away to buy time. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Big fella moving. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Terrapins line it up with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed behind the line, it's James. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Maryland! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pavia. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off across the 35. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden you're...
Pulls it in on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Buying some time as he moves left. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes. using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Finds a little space. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll go to the ground. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Buys a little time. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
He doesn't need anything to be over. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Making side adjustments here. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here